AI would always need humans for AI to be successful. The adaptation of AI and the embracing of AI, right, is the key. Transformation in the companies, they fail not because of technology, they fail because of the culture and our inability to really take the people along. I think the ability to learn would be very unique for any individual. If you stop learning, it's basically a dead end.
Namaskar. A warm welcome to all of you in our new episode of Ideas Matter Most. And today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Abhishek Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal is a president of the Judge India and highly respected leader with over the 26 years of experience in IT and tech industry. He is very well known for his dynamic and exceptional leadership. Let's welcome Mr. Agarwal to the show. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. So, sir, I have some series of questions for you. So, my first question is human creativity versus generative AI. If AI can write, code, design, even strategize also, what unique human capabilities will remain impossible to automate?
So, Sarah, first and foremost, thanks for having me on this podcast. And there are some of them actually. I would not say one unique capability, but as I said, AI can do a lot of things, and I also mentioned AI cannot replace human for multiple reasons. First and foremost would be the creativity, right? The feeling, basically, the feeling of touch, the feeling of love, right? That's something, even if we put the data, in the machine, we make some algorithms and all, I don't think AI would have that feeling of love and touch that a human would have. The empathy, right? We spoke about empathy.
Absolutely.
So, that's again an area wherein a human would always be unique. And all in all, I would say not only these features, or I would say, the value system that humans they would have. On top of it, human is always basically a race which is bound to be, I would say, farsighted in terms of their thought process, their creativity, and their hunger for something new. So AI would not be able to do it unless we really ask AI to do it. So the touch, right, that human touch that we speak about even in today's situation. For example, sales, right? Sales is something, I would not like to be sold by someone who is actually a machine, right? Yeah. I would need that touch.
Yeah.
So, overall, human would always have an edge by all means, human may not be able to compute the data, as fast as AI can do, but at the same time, AI won't be able to replace the feeling of touch and love.
Absolutely agree, sir. So, my next question is culture during massive transformation. When organizations undergo the rapid AI-led transformation, what breaks first, technology processes or culture?
See, it's all about culture. Culture is actually the foundation for any organization, whether it's a adoption of AI, it's an adoption of a new technology, or setting up the new processes. That's actually the part of a process. If you are actually implementing a new tool or a product or a technology, you can put the processes and frameworks in place, but culture is again the fulcrum wherein everything would rotate around. So unless you have the right mindset, it's all about people agreeing to do something. We have to get the buy-in of our people that okay, we are trying to go from A to B, are we all ready for it? I can bring AI, right? I can bring any product, or I can put something new, but unless we have the buy-in from our people, so we have to take them along in this journey, and that's where the culture becomes the most important aspect of any transformation. Transformation in the companies, they fail not because of technology, they fail because of the culture and our inability to really take the people along. and it's it's time and again it's been proven. So technology is just a mechanism basically to take you through from point A to B, but if the people are not ready to go from point A to B, that will never happen, and that's where the culture plays a big role.
Absolutely, sir. So, so my next question, like, as a leader, where do you see India's AI opportunity? Do you see India becoming the world's AI talent capital, or do we risk becoming merely a low-cost execution hub for the global AI initiatives?
So Sarah, it's a twisted question that you have asked, but uh, see, India, for me, the future of India is good for two reasons. So, I mean, India was a low cost arbitrage basically, delivery center. It was. India has actually grown from that specific point to point 2, where India actually has become a center wherein the capability is being developed. Now, capability could be in multiple forms. It could be the human capital that's been developed here. The other aspect is the technical innovation. So, as far as AI is concerned, while India has not invented AI per se from algorithms and the technology perspective, but from the user aspect, India is going to become one of the largest country in the globe as far as AI adaptation is concerned.
Okay.
So, that is one aspect. Secondly, because of I would say the work that India has done in the last 30-35 years, especially in IT and ITES space, the technology space, the people in India who have worked in the past 35 years, they have got immense domain knowledge. So, that is going to be a differentiator in terms of how a person sitting in India would be different, with respect to the person sitting anywhere in the world. These folks, they have already worked on certain projects, areas, domains, wherein that domain knowledge is with the people. So, a combination of domain knowledge and AI is going to be a deadly combination for any company to utilize the talent in India. So, India is I would say India is going to have an edge big time for multiple reasons, and the good thing is lot of our people over here in India, especially the technology folks, they have an ability to learn, unlearn, and then again relearn, right?
Yes.
So that is what is happening on a massive scale right now. Lot of learning is happening around AI, and very soon we'll all see that there were certain job cuts, but those people, they have really migrated, most of them if not everyone, to the next level with the adaptation of AI.
So we can say, sir, that the future is bright for India.
I am always hopeful for India.
Yes, future is absolutely bright, but the next problem, or we can say the issue, the loneliness of digital work, as hybrid work and AI assistants become the norm. So, are we creating more productive employees but less connected human beings?
Interesting question actually. So, I don't know whether it's going to be less connected human beings or not, but looks like the way all these platforms, especially chat platforms and all, people are more connected digitally than physically that way. So, AI may or may not play a role in that, maybe, but eventually people would have to connect. See, human, right, is a social animal.
Yeah.
So, whether, and this is again a mechanism, all these tools, all these chat tools, all these basically I would say Facebooks, Instagrams and all, right, they are a mechanism to connect end of the day, but I would like to have an in-person meeting, right? Eventually, if I am talking to a bot from some company who is selling me something, eventually I would like to have an in-person meeting with someone from that organization before I buy something.
True.
Depends on the nature of the product, but still. So, again, the touch that I spoke about in the beginning, I believe that would be there. So, humans, while we are again going through this stage of connecting digitally, eventually would have a lot of time to connect physically or in person.
Very true, sir. So, the next generation workforce, what is the single most important skill a 20-year-old should develop today that AI is least likely to replace over the next decade?
Hmm. So, see, it's not about learning a new skill. Today it's AI, tomorrow it could be something different, right? Um, I think the ability to learn would be very unique for any individual. If you stop learning, uh, it's basically a dead end. So my recommendation to, even if it's a 20-year-old or a 40 years old, if you have an appetite to learn something new, just keep on doing that, because things are evolving at a rapid pace, and if you're not aligned with that pace, then we are actually falling behind. So ultimately one should have an ability to adapt and to relearn which is happening around you, relearn about the things which are happening around you.
Very well said, sir. And so you have beautifully mentioned this, that learn, relearn, and unlearn, and again relearn. Sir, my next question is, the future CEO, 10 years from now, what will matter more for a CEO, emotional intelligence or artificial intelligence?
I would say the combination of both. You know, artificial intelligence is already there and it has been there in some form. Even the calculator that came in, it actually came in with some intelligence in it. It's a machine, right? So we have been actually evolving along with artificial intelligence for a long time, if you ask me, in some capacity. So as far as emotional intelligence is concerned, that has to be there. So I would say it's a combination of both that any CEO would be looking at, from managing managing the people in the company, or having them productive as far as the company is concerned, or making them basically output driven. So it's a combination of both that has to be there. There should not be an option to choose between one or two, because emotionally you need to be intelligent that way.
Yeah.
And you have to ensure that your team, your people, they have been given the right tools
Yeah.
to take the company to the next level.
True. So the next question is the human question. If you had to choose between a highly efficient AI-powered organization and a slightly less efficient but deeply human-centered organization, which would you choose and why?
See, it's a very personal thing that you are asking. So I'll go for option B. I'll rather go for a company which is highly human centric, may not be in a position to adapt AI to the fullest, but I mean, the way we are evolving, right? I mean, for example, most of the people, or I would say everyone, I don't know about the data, but electricity is something that we can't live with. Without that, we can't live, right?
True.
So what may happen is, without AI, eventually it would be the part of our daily life, and without AI it would be difficult basically to move forward. So AI I would use more as a technology, as I would say as a support system, and then human centricity should be there. I mean, what I feel, Sarah, that the way things are evolving and way the technology actually is going to the next level, humans are going to have a lot of time at their disposal, because this technology is there to help humans, right?
True.
To complete
True.
mundane tasks,
True.
to basically take care of a lot of things which human would not like to do. So what is going to happen? A lot of time is going to be available at one's disposal. So if there is a lot of time, then the human centricity, the connectivity between the humans, I think that should evolve to the new level. Humans would have more time to think, maybe more time to evolve as a generation.
Very beautiful thought, sir. So now I have one rapid fire question which we got from our viewers. What's one thing every leader should stop doing immediately in the AI era, and one thing they should start doing tomorrow morning? I would say from today morning itself.
No, today morning has already gone. So let's talk about today,
Yes.
right? We still have some time.
Yes.
So starting today, I mean, one should not fear of AI. If you are a leader in the company, one thing is for certain, that AI is there to be there. It is not going anywhere. We have seen the results. It is actually helping the companies big time at whatever level the companies are using it. The new tools, they are helping in more productivity, efficiency, and saving a lot of time, which otherwise would have taken, let's say, a 3 days job is being done in 30 minutes. So there's a remarkable difference. Now, coming back to your question, I would say one should not fear AI, and second part is one should start using AI from today onwards. I mean, again, I'm not, I'm not pushing AI, but that's a reality we have to embrace.
Absolutely.
It's something which we can't ignore anymore, and I think sooner the better.
True, absolutely. As AI becomes increasingly capable of making decisions, automating workflows, and even managing performance, how can the organization ensure they remain truly human-centric, where technology enhances the human potential rather than reducing the people to data points and productivity metrics?
So, as far as the human centricity around AI is concerned, I would say that the adaptation of AI and the embracing of AI, right, is the key. AI is not letting organizations become redundant or become more, mechanical in terms of the usage and adaptation. It's helping the companies more on the efficiency and productivity side. So, as far as the human centricity is concerned, I would say that companies ideally should look into the adoption of AI and using AI as a trusted partner, something which they can bank upon at the same time without losing the focus on human values and the culture. So, eventually, I mean, in the long run, culture would still be the fulcrum wherein the company would evolve around. Culture would still be the fundamental where the companies, they would think of basically scaling up. AI is just a tool or a technology. You can compare it with the fact that, for example, nowadays people they can't live without mobile, right? More or less everyone needs a mobile.
Yeah.
So eventually AI would be something wherein the requirement would be immense, but it would be an add-on basically to the human value and the system.
Very well said, sir. My next question, this is like my personal favorite also, AI versus humans. So there is a big fear, millions of the professionals like me fear AI may replace them. As someone leading global delivery teams, do you believe the AI will create more jobs than it destroys, or are we entering in an era where the human work itself is being redefined?
So you are right. As far as the definition of the era you spoke about, things are changing for sure. We are redefining the moment we are in with the help of AI. Now, whether AI can replace humans or not, I would say it would not. AI would always need humans for AI to be successful, first and foremost. Even if AI becomes generative, even it becomes a machine which can think of on its own, it will still need human for it to become successful or to become efficient and impactful. So, to your question whether AI is going to replace humans, I would say no, it would not. Second question around the jobs and how it is going to make an impact. See, I'm more positive for the change which is happening and which we all are part of at the moment.
Yeah.
You remember the industrial revolution, let's say 200 years back or 250 years back, in maybe UK or in US. Machines they came in, steam engine came in at that time, right? Electricity basically got invented. At that time also it was the same chaos. I mean, people were basically scared that now the engine has come in, what will happen to the bullock carts and everything. But those engines actually empowered people to become more efficient, and at the same time lot of jobs came into the picture. Same is happening with AI. AI actually has brought in lot of jobs around it. It's just that how human is going to adapt to embrace AI and to use AI, basically that's important. So, all in all, it's not going to replace humans, and at the same time I would say all of us who are especially on a desk, working on a computer or using some sort of, I would say, technology, I would recommend to all of them that they should learn more about AI and the usage of AI. I think that's what is more important.
Absolutely agree, sir. Sir, my next question is again related to this only. Empathy in the age of algorithm. Can empathy become a competitive advantage for organization, or will data and algorithm eventually outperform human intuition in leadership?
Uh, no, I mean empathy would always be there. Even if machine has to regenerate and basically think on its own, machine would also need an empathy. So empathy is a component, which is not going to get out of the system for sure, because the entire human value system is based on empathy. The if you look at way back, if you look at the cultures, right, all the cultures have matured and evolved in the last 2-3 thousand or 4-5 thousand years, and they have really developed. Human race is actually developing and they always aspire to go to the next level. How is that happening? It is happening with a combination of empathy. If we start neglecting people, if we start if we start to not to respect people, things will just topple off. So that empathy as a value system would be core for the companies, irrespective of whether AI is in the advanced stage or not. And companies having the empathy as a cultural value and the system, they are going to have an immense edge in comparison to the companies who are more brutal or dependent on the machines. So yeah, empathy again is something which would be a major requirement irrespectively.
Very well said, sir. Sir, my next question is trust crisis in the workplace. Many employees secretly are using AI tools. There are so many AI tools with company. While the companies worry about the security and governance, how can leaders build that trust instead of fear around the AI adoption?
See, it's basically it's more of, I would say, developing the right framework. Companies should actually let their people use AI at judge. For the matter of the fact, we all are using AI to an extent wherein we can use, and it's more for basically the better efficiency and productivity. At the same time, there are the guardrails. We work on AI within a certain specific zone so that it helps an employee as well as it is helping the company. So if you put the right guardrails, if you put the right framework in place, employees would not be using AI on their own first and foremost. They would have an access to AI from company standpoint, and at the same time, the trust would be built. Trust is very important.
Yeah.
I mean, once the trust is there that okay, AI is being used rightly and nicely, it is going to help company and individual both, employees both basically. So my recommendation in this case would be that instead of having the fear, companies and the leadership should put some mechanism or framework in place wherein AI becomes a mandate on the floor from the user's perspective, and at the same time have some guardrails so that there is no data leakage and I would say the data piracy.
Yeah, absolutely, sir. I think that trust is the base of this foundation. Now we are moving to the next very interesting rapid fire round, sir. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
So, what was your most memorable event in your life?
I still remember I was 8 years old and I won the tournament, a cricket tournament. I was just plugged in because the player backed out. It was the tournament for 18 plus years old people, and they brought me in the team and I played at down 8 and I hit the 4 and we won the match and the tournament. So the entire team, they basically put me on their shoulders, and I still remember that. It's like in front of me even today. So it was a great life changing event for me. How you really win and how you feel the win.
Who is your role model?
I'm a big cricket fan, so I respect Kapil Dev a lot.
What would you like to be reborn as?
Abhishek Agarwal.
One thing you can't imagine your life without.
My wife.
Your favorite gadget.
Writing pen.
Best compliment you have ever received.
Champion.
If not in the IT industry, what would you be?
A businessman.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and giving us your valuable time. On the behalf of our entire team, Ideas Matter Most, we extend our gratitude and thank you so much for sharing your journey and such an insightful talk with us.